Tune in to the Connectwork with IKS, Tony Lynch, and Quaalude, America's #1 show.
If you haven't been listening to the new guys, the Connectwork, you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, take that. This is the Diddler, and I'm oiled up and listening to the Connectwork.
From the west to the east, it's the D-O-double-G, and I'm rocking with the Connectwork.
If you don't know who I am, then you're stupid. Shout out to the Connectwork, hottest show, period. Yay.
I want to give a big shout out to the Connectwork. These brothers are the new sound of radio.
Now this is real entertainment, gang. Damn it. Y'all better take lessons, and I mean it.
If y'all ain't listening to the Connectwork, then y'all got something wrong with y'all.
Andrew Tate here, and I want to give a super shout out to the Connectwork.
Big shout out to IKS, Quaalude, and Tony Lynch. Together they make up the Connectwork.
Yo. What's good, y'all? What's good,
fellas?
Welcome to Connectwork, man, where connections bring about real collaborations. I'm one of your hosts, IKS, on this esteemed show. I'm going to go ahead and pass it along to my brothers and let them introduce themselves.
Most staff appreciate you, brother. I'm Tony Lynch. I'm a men's grief coach. I'm one of the co-hosts of this Siege show. I'm also a men's grief coach. I'm a nonprofit founder, two-time editor, one-time international bestseller, guest speaker, as well as a program designer. And I'm going to hand it to the next man. Yeah.
I got it down now. Salute y'all. Appreciate everybody pulling up to the Connectwork, man. My name is Quay. Yo, I am also, watch this, Tony. I am a professional book reader. I am a professional pencil holder, also a pen holder. I am a professional chair sitter. I am a certified table leaner. I am also a stair stepper and door opener. And today we got something special. Pardon me for my certifications. You know, Tony just be so certified that I had to come with a little bit of, I got some kind of certification. But I will say, I did get my junior working permit before people got their working permit. You know what I'm saying? So that's special, Tony. I got that one up on you. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you couldn't read it. So.
All right. You could have just said you were certified crazy. That would have went better. that would have just went better. You could have certified it.
God gave me good energy. He said, hold on, man. Damn, I know he already threw the dice and said, hold up, man. I ain't mean to get a bro no crackhead for no mama. But bro caught on to it. Hold on, I gotta give you some dap for that little man. So he created a way for me. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So that's why I say my Jesus got gold teeth. He knew what it was from the door. He wasn't even mad. He was like, yo, dead ass, bro. I rolled the dice. You don't get it. I ain't have all the money at the time. You know what I'm saying? Moses hit me with the bag, and you know how it went down. But I did what I was supposed to do. I got that fiend up out the way. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them and them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't think I heard anything you said.
You did?
Nah.
Yo, man, we got a special show today. Coast to coast, okay. Man. This is this is very positive for. That's what we about, the Connectwork, man. And got two individuals up here today, man. Two totally different parts of this planet, man, but the same type of strong movement, man. I know.
Fly. You okay? He allergic. You gotta clean your throat. He allergic. He allergic to his own bullshit. That's that hair from breakfast.
That was a fly. Whoa. That was a fly, bro. Oh. Yo, shout out JB. That's why I got co-host, man. Yo, hold up, man. Yo. Shout out JB. Appreciate you coming. Hey, Uncle B, yo, I gotta get this shit out my throat, man. No AO.
You okay?
Nah, he jacked up. He did it, got him jacked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, y'all seen the title today, man. You know what I'm saying? No back, big homie talk. You know what I'm saying? We got JB, Uncle Beast up in here. You know what I'm saying? I'll do some real big homie talk. But hey, JB, I know Quay want to pop back in. It's this a question we ask everybody, man, that come to the come on the channel.
Well, hold on. Where's JB from?
I'm originally from Brooklyn. You can just say I'm just from New York. Everywhere in New York, man. I'm just a New York type of nigga.
Let me go get my gun. You from Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me get.
Don't worry about it. We got plenty of space, man.
Hey, Quay, you didn't tell me he was from Brooklyn. I gotta go get my weapon. You know, Brooklyn niggas rob.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Maybe in my teens and my 20s, man.
See that? I do. Nah, I'm just messing with you.
Yo.
I just
shout out his brother,
too, man. I got on my NYC shirt just for today. That's a coincidence.
Yeah. That's what I was feeling you when I seen you come on with the NYC. I said, okay.
Well, yeah, I still got that Cubs hat on though. Let's not get too excited.
You had to throw it off just a little bit, huh?
Let's not get too excited.
That's not a good match right there, man. You can't. We're in Chicago and New York, man.
Yeah, you're right. Let me tell you.
No, take the hat off, not the shirt.
Hey, for real though, not to get off subject, y'all. Out of all the parts of New York, Brooklyn and Queens is like Chicago all day long.
I done been to Chicago. Got family in Chicago. Got family all the way up the Midwest, and it ain't nothing like Brooklyn. You can't compare Brooklyn to no other.
I'm talking about the people, man. You talking about the structure.
No, I'm talking about the people, the structure. It's just different.
From Brooklyn.
Yeah, this is when big cities collide.
Oh, he gone. Somebody called him or something. You got to come back.
See, Brooklyn Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. We got good Wi-Fi. Yeah.
But yeah, everybody that done pulled, man. Today is a different type of show, man. On the transition from the mud to success. You know what I'm saying?
To success. Muddy mud.
See? I should have had Lambo pull up, man. He got rich nigga got one of them little puppies too, man.
Oh no, this ain't even my damn dog.
Yeah, man. Somebody trying to call my phone, man. They don't.
Yeah,
and they call my phone.
You got to put your shit on not disturb, bro.
Put on what?
Do not disturb. D&D.
Yeah, I don't know how to do all that shit, man.
Put on that Michael Jackson. Leave me alone.
Yeah, brother. Guess what? Just like school, man. Ain't no cursing in our sanctuary, black man. Please and thank you.
All I said was like the same word you said the last 10 times. Shit, I ain't said that.
Oh, man, I ain't said that. That ain't word.
I was just following suit, man. Okay, I won't say it no more. I won't say that no more.
Hey,
see that?
Hey, IKS.
See, is that Brooklyn?
Brooklyn. See, that's Brooklyn right there. What he just told him.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Now back to what you say. You say Brooklyn dudes not like Chicago dudes?
Nah, I don't think so.
You probably was around the wrong Chicago dudes there.
You know, I was always in the hood. I like the hood.
Oh well, if you was in the hood, you was around the right Chicago dudes.
Yeah, I always go to. I don't care where I go. I go to a hood first before I go to the suburban side. I go to suburban now.
Right.
When the last time you was in Chicago, man? When the last you and your brother had a different energy when it came to Chicago individuals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Last time I was in Chicago was probably 2022.
Oh yeah, so that's recently.
Yeah.
But guess what though? Stopping through, getting something to eat on the highway ain't going to Chicago, bro.
Oh no, we got better food than Brooklyn, of course. But I was just saying.
You might got better. You might got better pizza.
You know what? I love this guy. I love this guy. We got to make a real good hit. I've been arguing with people about this forever.
Yeah, you got better. I'll give you the pizza. I don't have some good pizza in Chicago.
Yeah, he knows his stuff. We don't have a chopped cheese though.
But you ain't got better food.
We don't have a chopped cheese. I give you that. I give you that. That we don't have. So.
Yeah, I haven't seen them chopped cheese. I wouldn't mind.
But nah, what
getting
I
one
was
of
saying
them.
about what I like about all my Brooklyn homies, they just all be 100. But they'll still make it happen if they need to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
yeah.
What I mean by that is they'll get down. You know, so it's like I got a lot of, like I say, some of my best friends from Brooklyn. But
I hate to say it, man. I hate to say it, man, but Brooklyn ain't Brooklyn no more, you know?
Now, you know what? Now I can give you that. Now you
Brooklyn ain't Brooklyn no more.
Yeah.
Yeah. It ain't when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s. It ain't the same.
On the note of what, that they done cleaned it up, or the people
Cleaned up. You can walk down the street and you can see a white person. You
right.
couldn't see that. You know. They walking their dogs. They feeling safe.
Yeah, it's gentrified, huh?
Gentrified.
It's all the way gentrified.
And you know what else did a connect I used to see connection with Chicago and Brooklyn? Some of the Chicago organizations was able to flourish in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This plenty of Chicago people that's in Brooklyn. There's plenty of people Brooklyn and Chicago. So you know they do intertwine, but
right.
I just think they different people, you know. But they do.
But you know what? Like with anywhere, see y'all got the boroughs. We got the size of town. So our size of town is different type of people too.
Yeah.
Like people from Queens, West Side all day. It's like the same type. So that's ours. Y'all is different people everywhere you go, but ours is just the size of town be completely different.
Yeah, see, I've been upstate New York for a while now. You know, I go back and forth home, but I'm upstate New York right now, 518. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's all the same. New York is New York to me.
Right.
I'm in a little town, man, that's crazier than this little town that I am. It's more crazy than any big town or big cities.
Right. That's the story though. Everybody grew up in the big cities. Then they figure it out and take what they didn't learn to the little cities and be able to survive and flourish with no problem. You know what I'm saying?
See, the thing what everybody needs to realize is that, man, it's not where you at, man. It's the people where you at. You know, it's what you do where you at. You know,
right.
It's what the people do where you at, because it's different everywhere, man.
Yo, so can you tell me, JB, man, how was it transitioning from Brooklyn and being a part of the first blood gang in New York? How was that transition, bro?
What do you mean? From being from? Well, say that again, man.
When you
Coming from New York.
Yeah, when you from New York City.
Okay.
At that time, man, gangbanging was on the West Coast, Chicago. You know what I mean? Wasn't in New York City. Y'all was the originator, so I'm asking about that transition of, you know, how did it come about?
There's always been gangs in New York. It was just not as notarized as any city. There's always tomahawks. New York City always had gangs, man. My father was the leader of the tomahawks, man, back in the 60s and 70s, bro. So there's always been gangs in New York. It was not publicized like how West Coast or the Midwest was. Midwest was, you know what I'm saying? But if you saying specifically Bloods, when the Bloods came to New York, man, we came to New York, man, 'cause we was being oppressed. You know what I'm saying? Them Latin Kings and different Spanish gangs was depressing us and you know what I'm saying, oppressing us in these jails. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it started in the jails. But it always been in New York. Gang members. I was a low life before I was a DCEP. And then you know what I'm saying? It was different gangs from different, you know what I'm saying, areas.
Yeah, that's crazy. Seems like most of the gangs did start in like a jail setting.
Yeah, absolutely. Not most. See, what a lot of people don't understand. I know you guys. If you guys was in the life, what a lot of people don't understand is gangs started from being oppressed. You understand what I'm saying? From anywhere you start, anywhere you go. From California, they was being oppressed. They started to help the blocks, help the neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Chicago, they wanted to help the lights. They wanted to police their own blocks. You know what I'm saying? So gang always started as a positive thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Yo,
young,
that damn alarm in your background, the purge. You heard that?
I'm in a small town, man. When they got emergency, they got emergency. They want everybody to know they got an emergency.
Now, I got a question. You know what I'm saying? Being a blood in New York, what were some of the things that you looked to change when you introduced, you know what I'm saying, the Bloods to New York? Because
I didn't introduce the blood.
I
didn't introduce the Bloods to New York. There was people before me, but I was like, you know, I was a gang member at a very young age, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there was not many up here. But what I tried to do was when I was in the gang active, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to bring people together.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in the double O's, you know what I'm saying? Overpower oppression, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what a lot of other people to a lot of other people it was different, you know, they wanted to be a part of something, and the part of something they wanted to be was the negative side. But I always, you know, I was always a positive thinker. But don't get me wrong, man. I was a vicious, you know, I was vicious too. But
yeah. Well,
but sometimes
it's just like I tell people, right? I tell people this all the time because I'm right there with you. I used to be a Crip, and I was there when, you know what I'm saying, when the transition was happening from going from neighborhood to the violence. And you know what I'm saying? I was around when, you know, the how the war started and everything else. I seen all the separation. And you know, I tell people all the time, like we didn't start off like that. We started off.
What kind of Crip was you, Tony?
I was a faux Trey Avalon.
Faux Trey Avalon.
Okay. Yeah, I was a faux Trey Avalon. Yeah. So yeah, I watched the whole thing kind of fall apart and become what it is. Well, what it was in the '90s when people was just sick with it. But I'm also watching what it is today, right? You know what I'm saying? And I can actually say I can see the turnaround where there's more of us out there pushing kids back into the community, you know what I'm saying? Starting to stand up and rebuilding the communities the way that it was meant to be in the beginning.
Yeah, like you see the older generation, you know, the older generation is definitely trying to step up, but these what they call these little YNs, man, they 12, 13 years old, they getting younger and younger and vicious and vicious.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if they don't listen to before we at least listen to our OGs, you know what I'm saying? We paid attention to our OGs.
Yeah.
If the OGs tell us something, we remembered it and we did what we had to do. Nowadays, these young kids, man, you OG, you tell them something, and you don't get your old ass out my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's different nowadays, you know. So, and it's harder and harder to get to these kids because they just not, you know, they grew up on Lil Wayne. I say Lil Wayne destroyed the whole generation. You ask me, you know. He with the lean and the baggy pants and drugs. So the drug users are the sellers nowadays, you know. And these young kids is what it is. So if you know, if I was to go to do something and sell drugs, I think I'll be selling to the sellers because they the one that's doing all the drugs. You know, they doing all the drugs.
You definitely go out of business nowadays.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on, man. The generation is all screwed up, but you know, you can only reach who you can reach, you know, and try to reach them.
This is true. I mean, you're always going to have those knuckleheads in the game. You know what I'm saying? You're always going to have those knuckleheads. It just seems like it's a lot more knuckleheads than it is ones with common sense nowadays. You know, and watching these kids, and especially working in the community now, man. You know, especially in trying to get these kids the help that they need before they end up messed up. You know, because I can honestly say, and I want to get your thoughts on this. Do you ever feel like some of the things that you had to go through kind of messed you up, you know what I'm saying, mentally?
Absolutely.
And emotionally, right? You know what I'm saying? Because no one ever talks about the PTSD that comes after that, right? They just think that we just pop out, you know, and things like that. They still don't understand the things that we with us, man. How do you deal with it? Let me ask that.
How do I deal with it now? My kids. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. My kids. I got some great kids, man. But my kids saved me, so I deal with it by my kids. Now I got a granddaughter, so my kids is what saved me, and I say I deal with them through them.
Yeah.
Even my kids will correct me. Right now today, if I'm get a little flashback or something, sometimes we get flashbacks. Sometimes we.
Oh yeah. Oh
My
yeah.
son 27. He look at me like, "You crazy? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? Wake up." You know what I'm saying? Just like the 90s. So, my daughter just graduated college and she work at a school, she teach at the school, and she look at me like I'm crazy. Like that. Nah, that's not you. But because my kids never knew nothing about me until they got older. Because I
Yeah.
kept my kids out of that. I kept my kids in private schools.
Ah.
That phone call.
Him again.
Well, he'll be back.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. Never did it. I never
Oh
believe
man.
in somebody
Uncle Beast, what's new in your
putting
world,
hands
brother?
on me to be part of something.
Came for this gang talk.
Damn. We're just waiting for him to jump back in. But yeah, there he is. There he is.
They keep calling. I don't know how to do that do not disturb thing, man.
That's all right. That's all right. Every time it doesn't just jump out and jump back in. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna work it out, man.
Yeah, but like I was saying, my kids, I kept them away from them, so they didn't know who I was. So they got older, and people started talking. So they knew what Daddy. Oh, Daddy ain't such a good guy. So, but to answer your question, my kids, I deal with it through my kids.
Now, how do we get the guys out there who are coming up of age right now, who are dealing with the stuff that we've had to go through?
Now,
How are you know what I'm saying? What can we do to help those cats out so they don't have to struggle the way that we did, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I still go through it.
Yeah, what I tell you with these kids, and I tell these so-called YNs that what you doing now is going to not just affect your life, but it's going to affect your kids' life, your grandkids' life. It's going to affect a whole generation, and trust me, it's not worth it because I can't really say on this thing, but I give them something to make them change their mind most of the time.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying? I can have a one-on-one with some kids, and explain to them, man, the streets is not what it seems to be, man. And it's getting worse because nowadays we didn't have Skype, we didn't have all this, we didn't have phones. If you had beef with somebody, you had to go to their neighborhood, you had to go to their block. You couldn't call them, you couldn't say, "Yo, meet me outside." You couldn't go on the Facebook or wherever this thing like, "Yo, what's?" There was none of that. So I tell them nowadays there's more internet gangsters than it is real gangsters, and if you fall into that. You got two. There's only two ways to go: jail, dead, or in jail.
Yeah.
Because definitely nowadays, because anything you beef with somebody on here, it's recorded. You call somebody, it's recorded. You driving down the street, it's recorded. There's a camera on every camera. So the best thing nowadays is finding a good job. Because the streets is gone. There's no more streets. Don't live in a fantasy world that was being told to you because it's over. That's over with. There is no more street life. There's no more street codes. That code was only good for the person that was giving you the code to follow. You understand what I'm saying?
No, he also real talk, man.
I'm
It was
keeping
only
it
good
real
for the
with you,
people that
man.
was telling us.
That's real
right?
talk, man. I'm telling you. Just like I was trying to give, I don't ruin so many people's lives. I feel when I was in it, trying to get them to come in, that now I just want them to get them not even to think about it. It's like I can't explain it, man. But it's terrible, man. There's no more street code. Just put it like that. That street code they telling you, tell them to say it to them 3 times. Just like the lady in the mirror. Say it 3 times and see how much it matters to you.
Yeah. I got a question. I know I get asked this. I don't know if you get asked this. How long did it take you for that transition of leaving that lifestyle behind to becoming who you were? Because I know for me, it took me probably about 10 years to really get where to find who I was underneath all of that violence and stuff like that. Like I was telling everybody, like I've told everybody, I have no shame in my history. You know what I'm saying? But I also have no regrets. Yep. But it took me a long time because I was addicted to the violence of it, right? You know what I'm saying? When we got to that point, I was addicted to the thrill of going out there. I used to rob people coming out of the nightclub. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. Like seriously.
You sound like me, though, man. We done did a whole nightclub.
Hey, I used to. Hey, I catch you come out of the nightclub, and I know that you just got your little female or something, and you don't want to give it up. I point the gun at her. You give it to me, or I'll shoot her. You know?
Did you go to jail?
Yeah, man, I was. Oh man, in and out all the doggone time. I think you know what I'm saying. Like my longest stint from and everything, but like it didn't stop me from doing it. That's the whole thing. Like when I say
jail was the perfect place for somebody like you.
Right? Yeah, but I even went to jail, and you know what I'm saying, it was the same thing. Like the rules don't stop just because we're behind bars. It just means that you can't run from it.
Yeah, but jail usually make it worse. You could be the way you is in the street, but back in the days, nowadays these jails are gentrified. They got TVs in their cell, they got stoves, and they got all kinds of jails. They giving them they tell them come to jail. They making videos and cameras in jail. So, but jail usually makes it worse.
Well, not if they don't let you out.
See, not if they let you out. If you in there, you in there.
Here's my thing with it, right? I'm not too. I love the kids, but I like the OGs, man. I be feeling like we don't have enough uncles and dads no more like we had back in the day. So it's like I think the kids be confused because they're getting the wrong information from people. So somebody get out of
I don't
prison.
think that's the case. I think the case is these kids is taught not to listen to people.
But I'm saying, why would I listen to somebody and they gonna give me the wrong information?
Yeah,
you can't give me nothing that's gonna help me. Why would I listen to you?
All right, but what I'm saying is
the OGs ain't OGs no more. They YNs.
That's true. That's true. I'm not gonna say no rapper's name, man. I see 55 years old sit out in the street talking about don't drop your flag and we at war and you 55 years old and you got millions. These kids ain't got nothing.
Listen. Jimmy got nothing to do with this show, okay?
I didn't say no names. I don't know what you should say. But I ain't say no names.
I ain't gonna lie. See, people like Jimmy, my only problem with him is
he need to grow up.
He's showing him how to get the money he getting. That's it. You don't have to drop your flag. Show them how to get the money that you're getting, though. If you know you're not making it standing on the block, then why are you telling them to stand on the block? It makes no sense.
I just don't understand why you 55 doing what you was doing when you was 19.
Yeah.
This is my problem. It's growth. Everybody has growth in them. And if you just disregard your growth and still doing the same thing you was doing when you was 19, there's something wrong with that. That's like a mental problem. He's got mental issues.
Yeah, it definitely take all type of people to make up a world. Somebody got to be the old gangbangers. Somebody got to be the prostitutes. Somebody got to be the pimps. Somebody got to be the jackers.
You're right.
Who do we look at for an example of what not to be? Same way we need to look at an example of who to be. We need an example of who not to be too.
What I'm saying is the world don't sit still. Every day there's something new. Right. The world has internet. The world has Facebook. I can pick up my phone and FaceTime you.
Yeah.
That's growth. When we was younger, we was doing it, there was none of that. We expressed ourselves differently. Mm-hmm. We have this now. Grow up. Let the 19s be 19-year-olds. Let the 20 be 20-year-olds, and
Now
let the 30 be 30-year-olds.
That's the main problem right there. People don't want to accept their age range, and
That's
that's
exactly what it is.
Like I've been doing vlogs in my old neighborhood, right? So I get young guys on there telling me, "Why you coming around here talking about that old stuff? What you want?" Because that's what it was when I was out here. Fool.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be out here with y'all. What do I look like being out here with y'all? It's like, what could possibly happen for? Because what happens with these older guys, it ain't that they change like you did. They just get boxed. They just get aged out of the game. They get too old. They can't fight these young boys that's fresh out of gym class no more. They know these young boys will kill them. Go do 10 years and be back home when they're 30. They know he killed somebody. He might well just get a life sentence. So they really just get pushed out of the game because they're just too old.
Hey, let me say something to you. Now, I was gang banging for a long time, man, since 94, 93, 94. Doing it for a long time. But you know what? What made me stop?
What's that?
Well, my lawyer called me, right? And said, the feds just called me and want to know why I keep getting you out of trouble. Friends of mine is coming home talking about they being questioned about me. So they was building a RICO case upon me.
Mm-hmm.
And once that RICO coming from, see, a lot of kids don't understand. They want to gangbang. They want to enjoy themselves. They want to have fun until their handcuffs go on you, and now you facing life, and you ain't never coming home. So all that what you was doing was for nothing. So when I found this out, like of course, I started coaching basketball. You know, out of fear of the RICO charge. You understand what I'm saying? But I still had one foot in, one foot out. And what really turned it over was one day, I seen somebody that told on my brother, and I went to do something to him, and my friend of mine screamed, yo, what are you doing? You got your son in the car. I had my 6-month child in the back seat and blinked out. Yeah. That day right there told me this is over for me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is everybody has a breaking point. It's just what's your breaking point? Like I told you earlier, that my kids was mine. I'd rather my kids see me waking up in the morning and seeing me than going to have to see me in a jail cell or at a gravesite.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I chose to be there for them than to be absent for them.
Yeah. It's like that old saying, you know what I'm saying? You can't serve two gods, right? You know what I'm saying? You either got to be over here or you got to be in over there. No matter what you do, you can't serve two of them. You got to choose one side, one or the other, right? Because I did the same thing. And for me, it was an addiction. It was an addiction.
It really was.
I was addicted to the lifestyle. And it took me to get far away from it as I possibly could. Like literally changing my environment. I had to be homeless. I had to go through a whole transition. You know what I'm saying? But I had to move away from it because I knew if I had it as a safety net, I would have kept running back to it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you see the things, right? You see your friends come up through there. People that, like one of the rules that we had when I was up in there was don't get attached to the next man because they may not be here tomorrow. So you can't be running around the hood all emotional and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like these people are just don't get attached to nobody. So I learned to find art of solitude at a very early age. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, you can't let your emotions will get you killed.
Absolutely.
Your emotions will get you killed, especially when you see some of the things that most of these kids hopefully won't ever have to see.
Yeah. Put you in a situation you can't get your behind out of.
I can't lie to y'all though.
What people understand is, man, that nobody you in this game, but everybody's in the game for they self. To get they self some money, to get they self recognition, to get they self. So if when it all boils down to, they're gonna come after you. Either they're gonna tell on you, or they're gonna shoot you in your back.
Mm-hmm.
There's no friends in that street game. There's no friends in the street game.
No.
None at all. And a lot of these kids don't understand that. Because they have social media, because they can talk to people, and because they can do all that, they don't understand the reality of the street game. There's no more street game. It's social media game.
Yeah.
Because when it was a street game, you was in the streets. You was outside. You wasn't in your living room on your phone talking shit to people.
No, you wasn't.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, you
So there's
wasn't.
absolutely no more street game. It's social media game.
Nah, they still out there in the street.
Yeah,
but in Chicago,
I know people. Yeah, they're out.
The streets.
They're still in the streets everywhere, but they be in the street standing out there on their phone.
To me though,
they on the street on their phone.
It really just comes down to a choice.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to be a gangster or you don't. Bottom line.
Now, I totally agree with you.
That definition of gangster.
Superfly.
Yeah, you see.
The definition of gangster is not the same for a lot of people, man. That definition of being a gangster is not the same for a lot of people, man.
Well, here's the thing.
You know, real gangsters wear suits and ties, bro. You know what I'm saying? They being thugs. They're not being gangsters. They're being thugs. You know what I'm saying? They want to be thugs. They want to be thugs. You know what I'm saying? They want to be thugs, not gangsters.
No, they want to be gangsters.
Nah, gangsters got a suit and a tie. They got a suit and a tie.
A gangster is a full-time job, and people find that out later. So it's like when I was coming up, I said might have been like 50 deep, but only about 7 people was really gonna fight or push the line if it took that. So you got some people that don't mind going to the penitentiary, doing 5 years, coming back out, getting right back to it, like they didn't get out the pen. Like I was saying earlier, I know people that been done.
Let me ask you a question. This to show you the definition of that. Your OGs back in the days when they was getting real money, they was well dressed, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have their pants on their ass. They wasn't trying to wear a bunch of sneakers. They was well dressed. They might have jewelry on, but they was well dressed, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you watch these old movies with these Godfathers and the mafia movies, what do they call the niggas that stand in the street? What they call them, little thugs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course.
So what I'm trying to say to you is all these guys that's out on the street, ain't none of them gangsters. I don't care how you kill 1,000 people. You a thug.
They call gangster disciples. They gangsters.
They a thug.
They gangsters. That's what their name is, gangster disciple.
I want to chime in on that because y'all both right? Y'all both are right. Because again, as you mentioned before, JB, there's different levels. There's different perceptions of gangster depending on who you are and where you at, right? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, coming from old school, we watched Godfather, Scarface, all of those things, right? And then as you get older, you start to watch real gangsters take care of the family. So, you know what I'm saying? It depends on where you are in the generation that you're in.
See, to me,
definition can carry weight.
All right, to me, a definition of a thug and a gangster is a thug acts off of impulse. A gangster strategize. They always know their next move. They know what's going to happen tomorrow, yesterday. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is these YNs or whatever now, they just acting off an impulse.
Yeah.
But
you understand what I'm saying?
But this is what y'all gotta accept about these young dudes, right? They're much more business savvy than my generation was. Because
they got much more opportunity.
Well, now listen to me. My generation got caught with crack and gotta go do serious time.
So we didn't have the opportunity they had now.
The ones I'm around, they hitting licks off of they doing white collar crime. So if they do get caught, they're not gone for the rest of their life like we would have been. We didn't even think like that. Like these kids is something else. But again, it's no OGs to teach them nothing because all they want to do is talk to them like they children. And these is men. See, we need to be able to talk to the younger brothers to go talk to the kids.
You're absolutely right.
Us as old fools when we open our mouth. I posted a video talking about the hood, and some good dude shared it and said, Man, who is this hype? This dope fiend up here trying to talk about the hood. I'm still looking for you, little dude. I'm gonna put my hands on you when I see you.
You starting to have some flashbacks there, man. You starting to have some flashbacks.
I've never been called a hype.
We love you, young dude, man. Come to the light, young dude. That's all. Come to the light, young dude. We love you, man.
I'm gonna spank them. But you're right. They don't respect us because so much disrespectful stuff has been done by people. People who like I look up to you, then I find out you've been smoking crack or doing boys and stuff while you're in prison. It's just like I can't look up to this no more. I can't. Stop talking to me. So it's like
I understand your perspective, but I just think these young dudes is being taught by AI. They being taught by the internet, so they're not going to listen to us. So they don't want to listen to us because they're going to listen to what's going on their phone. They're going to listen to what's going on.
I don't agree.
Like my son is 24 years old, right here in North Carolina. I call him. He thinks he's Tupac. I call him Tupac without the pop, Tutu, because he was in Catholic school his whole life, but he wanted to be a gangster. You understand what I'm saying? So I call him Tutu. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to listen to me. You know why he don't want to listen to me? Because he's out there doing all this crazy shit. But you know why he's doing this? Because he's on his phone, looking to what's going on in Chicago, listen to what's going on in Atlanta, instead of listening to what's going on where he's at. He wants to be like the internet, not knowing that just because what's going on that internet you see is not truly what's going on in Chicago, not truly what's going on. They just putting the hypeness on there for you to see. They brainwashing the kids. They brainwash them about the lean and about the perks and all this other shit. They brainwash that into our kids.
Yo, it's one thing to be to when you be wanting to express something just as a person, but right now, this right now, this is a little intervention. This is the connect work, but just sitting back observing, y'all got some it started with the Chicago. He said, yeah, New York, everything. He said, oh, Chicago. He said, man, I hated Jordan until he retired. Damn, I never heard that. Then he said, Starks, he slammed on who? Jordan. He said, yup, I got that poster. So now, if you paying attention, he like, man, my son doing this, that, and the third. And guess what? They ain't got nothing to do with Chicago. So right now, Uncle Beats, you to blame right now for the teams, for the kid violence, all that shit. You are Chicago right now. You are the face of Chicago.
I ain't Chicago right now. Like I said,
I'm just saying, it sounds like that. Yo, if y'all two right now was on a retirement range and both of y'all was 91, this would have been the black, grumpy old man. Because he still would have been coming through with his old Yankee hat on, and you still would have had your Cubs hat on. Like, look at here, man. Now we ain't gonna be bumping roll or wheelchairs too many more times.
This is what I'm saying, Quay. If we fix the homes, we can fix the street. And that's all I'm trying to tell people. So even if a father ain't living with his son, whoever you got my son around still need to be teaching him how to be a man when I'm not there to show him something.
Absolutely.
But bottom line, you know what I'm saying? But nobody is teaching these dudes nothing. It was a time your whole block, any grown up on your block could whoop you and take you home to your parents, and you're gonna get dealt with. But now
the mother turn into a house party.
You gonna get jumped.
That's why I tell people you can't go talk to the kids in the high school. You go talk to the kids in high school. That's a little bit too late. You got to go talk to the kids in elementary school and junior high school. You know what I'm saying? Because you go to high school, it's just a little bit too late nowadays. It'll be okay back then.
I don't agree. I don't agree with you. Guess what, man? I'm telling you from first-hand experience. I'm gonna tell you why I don't. Oh, go ahead, bro.
I said this for a reason. When I was a kid, I knew I was gonna be a gangster. It was nothing. It was made up in my mind. I don't care what nobody else showed me. I saw Superfly. My dad worked 90 hours a day. My mom did too. But you're taking me around my uncles, and they got everything. You're trying to get what they got already. So the fast money got me saying, that's what I want. But I wouldn't have knew this existed if I wouldn't have seen. See, seeing Superfly was one thing. But then when I go over to somebody's house and he got stuff like an answering machine, it's the greatest thing in the world to me. So what I'm saying is, yeah, these kids see stuff. We saw Superman, we saw Spider-Man, but we knew damn well we couldn't climb the wall when we went outside. But if I
Couldn't
go
fly.
outside and see people climbing the wall, I don't really think I could do that. So like again, my parents not knowing that I'm good, they're laughing at this stuff. I'm like, man, this is the coolest guy in the world. We at the store one time shopping, and I see a guy who was clearly a pimp come in. He got the bras carrying his bags and stuff. I saw the Cadillac outside when we went in. I'm like, that gotta be his car. I'm a little kid though. And my daddy like, look at that clown. I'm like, damn, he's a clown. He got 3 bras carrying his bags. And you here spending your whole check on us, but he's a clown. Like, I think I want to be a clown when I grew up.
Yeah, you had your mind set up, boy. He had his mind set up from the beginning. I'm gonna get that money. I'm gonna be like them. I do not care.
Nah, I'm not saying that's right, but I'm saying
I understand what you're saying, bro.
I'm carrying that through life until people is starting to pull me the other way. And I'm watching what they do. I'm like, man, he just sold a house and he just made this type of money. And but people gotta show me that. And people had to, everything I know how to do, I learned from somebody else. I'm never gonna sit and say, ain't nobody never showed me nothing. Even if they didn't show me how to do it, just watching the good example of them showed me how to get to somewhere. Whether it's watching Dame Dash or somebody talking on, watching them show, like what he said about Jim Jones, you're not being a good example. You can't just tell kids, oh, so what am I standing up for this block for? Let me make some money like you. Tell me to fight about that. Tell me to shoot when somebody's trying to take these millions from me. That's all I'm saying. Nobody is teaching these old dudes to teach their kids. Like you said, people grandfathers now, and they still walking around gangbang. Still think they gonna be the biggest drug dealer. Still gonna think. And come on, I looked up to my granddaddy. So just imagine if my granddaddy is still telling me like, yeah, if I can get an 8-ball, I can so when I get my check. No, they need to be saying, hey man, don't be like me. You're gonna be here getting called a hype when you go on podcast.
That's just like what JB said earlier. Like when you're a kid, you're most impressionable. So it's a lot of, if you can get them at the younger stage and show them like how to get it, then it's a lot easier. Because like how you said, growing up, I wanted to be Scarface.
Right. There you go.
I seen Scarface. I wanted to be that man.
Scarface made me leave.
Man, that made my downfall of constantly going to juvenile halls, to finally a long stint in prison. And then I got out and grew up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm where I'm at right now. But reaching back, you know what I'm saying? It gotta start early. Go ahead.
You know what I think goes along with what you just said? RKS, you said as a kid, they are impressionable, right? Now, I'm gonna put this together with everything that was said, right? And this is where I said I disagree with JB. Now,
hold on, don't say you disagree with JB and he's not here to hear what you disagree with.
I'm tell you why.
He got to rebuttal your disagreement.
So can we agree? Nah, I ain't rebuttal. Yo, can we agree that nowadays can we agree that nowadays everything is much more accessible with technology and all that? We used to have to put in real footwork to learn something, whether it's going to the library, even if you're going to the library, encyclopedia, you had to really dig to find some things out. If you was in the street, you had to be in the mix. Gossip was gossip. Hearsay was hearsay. I saw it was I saw. With that being said, right, there was a moral compass back then that kept your perception exactly that, your perception. Reality was one reality. And even if reality to you your perception might have been a little bit off, there was a moral compass to the point where, for instance, don't sell drugs to pregnant women. There were, little kids in the street, little man, get up out of here. Now, I say all these things together because this is what occurred. Now, I'm saying this from experience. when IKS said the children are impressionable. JB said, you know, damn man, this day you can't get through to them unless you in a certain age range, right? Now, high school and all. That's why I said I disagree. Because one thing that's the same between all that, the difference is when they're a kid, they don't look for it from outside. A kid inside knows they love and they feel the love, and they're going to express that to you because that's the nature of their being. It hasn't been altered yet. Life hasn't become complicated for them. You know what I mean? So
that's why you have to guide them. That's why you have to guide them at that age. You start guiding them at that age.
Good kid. All right, now watch. When it comes to adults, our experiences is what builds our reception. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, for instance, you got two different individuals right there. I said that to you on your own, Uncle Beats, when I was communicating with you earlier. You got two totally different individuals right here. You got one that will, guess what? You both would do the same, but the way that you carry yourself, one is approachable. One is approachable and nurturing. One is aggressive and standoffish. So it would to the kids that really want to look up to you, JB. They like, hold up, man. This dude yelling, and he like, man, get it together, man. I ain't with all that. You want a job down here at the shop? Come on down. But listen, I ain't with all the nonsense. Get it together, boy. Guess what? The average person ain't gonna come until they back against the wall and they really, 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 really need it. But it's
and that's
not
when I want to help them. And that's when I want to help them.
Check it though, but that's not where they're gonna feel comfortable at and open up the doors to learn something new. Now,
no, but that's when they're gonna wake up.
Hold on. On the other hand, the both of y'all carry the masculinity. The both of y'all carry the access to do what's supposed to be done. The difference is Uncle Beats is nurturing. You get what I'm saying? Whole different vibe. There's a saying, brother. There's a saying, Maya Angelou. People may forget what you said. People may forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And guess what, brother? Believe it or not, from that time that IKS said when that child is there, all the way to high school, nigga, all the way to 25, 30, they are still babies. They are still emotionally vulnerable, looking for guidance. The older they get, is less
brother.
that they'll express.
Yeah, let me tell you something,
well,
brother.
you off the wrong.
21, she ain't a baby.
Yeah, you walked it around the corner and down the block, Quay. You took what I was saying and went.
We can't see your eyes. We can't see your eyes, JB. We just see your nose. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, look, you walked it around the corner, my brother. What I'm saying to you is that if you want to guide these kids and show them the right way from the beginning, you have to start at elementary school.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Now you can't be DDTing the kids and lessons.
He stopped at you got to start at elementary school. Somebody called.
Yeah, I'm gonna remember that. Elementary school, because that's the DDT. That started the DDT right there in elementary school. You can't be body slamming them on their forehead. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Let me throw a question out there, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely I'm loving this. I'm loving the way that it goes. He's back. He's back
though.
Yeah, what I was saying, Quay Lewis, man, once they get in high school, they already programmed.
They're gonna be grown in 4 years.
Yeah, so you have to program these kids from the beginning.
Yeah, I was agreeing with you. I was saying,
that's what I was saying.
Now I was giving you the uncut version. You know, we on the Connectwork here, so you could tell the truth.
Yeah.
How old were you when you DDT'd your child? 2?
When I what?
How old was your child when you first DDT'd it?
Shit, probably about 7 months. You know what I'm saying? I was wrestling with my boys from the beginning. But my boys is tough. You got this game. You got the game messed up. My boys is smart. They all doing what they have to do. They got good jobs. They got good wives. They take care of their family. But they're not punks. You understand what I'm saying? I stole them to be a good man, but not to be a damn punk. So yeah, my kids, yeah. But I wanted to say this to you too. Now listen to me. When you was going to school, right? When we was going to school, there was no phones, none of that. Like you said, we was going to the libraries. We read a lot, right? So we found out the truth, right? Because you can read one book and it says one thing, you can read another book and it says something else, and you can program. You can program yourself. How I can hear. You can find out the truth. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I said
But
find out
but
what they
now
tell us.
listen to me. Listen to me for a minute. You can read. There's books out there that there's books out there that teach you about history, the real history. This internet programs your mind what it wants you to know. This internet programs these kids what they want them to do. What's best? What's the best way to dress? What's the best way to go about their day? They follow the internet. They follow everything that goes on this internet. So like a show like this, if these young kids tap into this show, it might teach them something. You understand what I'm saying? But if they go on YouTube and all this other stuff, they don't all they see is the negativity because they feeding that to our kids.
They glorify.
And when they in high school,
I hope they do see it, because I'm going to spread this, because guess what, bro? One thing, you're going to owe me lunch. You know why? Because whoever see this around the way, they're going to be like, yo, when they see you, they're going to be like this. They ain't even going to say, what up? You know what they're going to say? Hi. They be like, I ain't know you was a
what are
nice
you
guy,
talking
man.
about?
You know what they going to say?
Nice.
You know what they going to say, Quay? What they really going to say? And I'm dead serious.
What?
They're going to say, we got one dude with a Santa Claus salt and pepper beard. We got 2 overweight dudes at the bottom, 2 bald head dudes. We can't relate to them. They're gonna say they probably on 60 different medicines. We can't relate to them. That's what I'm saying.
I'm only on 3.
We need
the
a
way
young messenger.
The way I'm going to relate to them and say,
we need a young messenger.
You gonna look like one of these.
His 27.
Yo, man,
you gonna look like one of these guys in about 20 years.
But they don't want to hear that though.
Yo, you know
but
what?
His son
Uncle
is
B
27.
waiting to throw his dart.
Hold on, Quay. Listen to me. His son is 27. Can deliver the message much better than we can to people that's 24.
I agree.
And the ones that's 24 can teach the ones that's 21. And the ones that's 21 can teach the ones that's 17. And it works its way down.
IKS, Uncle Beats came in and said, yo, man, I was on another show. Somebody called me a hype. Do you remember when Uncle Beats came in on us with the show and he said, man, what you sniffing? I said, oh, come on, brother.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yo, he had to get me back. He had that in the back of his mind, like, I'm going to get somebody. They got me, I'm going to get somebody.
Me from giving away. I'm done with kids after he called me a hype. Getting called a hype, he really showed me how out of touch that they are. I'm on the same block that the block you're growing up on. Me and my people paved the way for whatever's going on in this block, but you don't want to hear it. Your daddy gotta tell your big cousin gotta tell you that I was his big homie and stuff like that. And it's just like, But to get called a hype, I want to go do something to that boy mama. I'm cracking
whoa.
I'm cracking guys. I'm gonna be at your house.
I swear to bro.
I want to be a part of that, man.
I'm gonna be at his house real soon.
We love the kids. We love the mamas. I love the kids. I love the mamas. I ain't doing nothing to the white mama, cousins, and uncles.
I'm talking about cracking. I'm gonna be there.
Hey, yo, listen.
I'm gonna do that.
Guess what? This is that's one secret. That's one secret y'all should ask. Well, we should remember to ask to every real convict that come on this show. Because I swear to God, everybody who did some time, I'm saying, check it. Everybody who did some time, right? When they come home and they grown, I don't care who they are. They done been in the corner store and one of the YNs been like, yeah, what up, OG? Yeah, peace, yo. Yeah, you at the counter. They like, yo, you good? Like, you good? What you? Yeah, I'm good. Hey, yo, nah, OG, you know. Come on, yo, little bro. Look, you know what I'm saying? Everybody been through it. We've been going for a minute.
I ain't never got offered crack before. This hype thing is new to me.
Maybe I ain't never got offered no crack.
Nah. I ain't talking about crack. I'm talking about, see, you ain't getting a violation. When you come home, you straight sober. So to me, I feel it's a violation when a little kid run up on me with dimes of weed, bro. This big Quay, bro. This Quay. You done came to my weed spot.
I was fighting.
You know,
because they thought I was
you know what? Not to get away from the topic, right? But I just got to know what y'all think. Because like you say, you know, ex-criminals on here, including me. I just want to know something. And I know this rubs people the wrong way, right? But I was looking at the Diddy case, right? So they talking about the sentencing, right? and they said he would have got out, but the judge said he can't do that because he was violent and forcing women and stuff. But he was only charged with paying for prostitutes. So what I'm asking y'all, if you acquitted of these charges, when the judge is sentencing you, should he even bring that up? That's what I want to know.
No.
I just want to say this. I'm personally embedded with Diddy. Free Diddy. I'm gonna say this right now. Free Diddy. Forever free Diddy.
You embedded?
Diddy's an icon.
He didn't say embedded. He said embedded.
I ain't say in bed. What? Pause.
He said embedded.
Pause, man. What's going on?
We gotta watch this internet.
What's up? Come on, man. Pause, man. What this nigga talking about?
They be like, JB's the Punisher. You gotta watch this internet.
You said that, JB. That's all on you, brother. That is all on you.
We invited you. Nothing. Yeah, hey, listen here, brother. Nothing played around in Diddy Mansion or the mattresses, brother. You
listen, man.
Don't get out of trouble.
Listen. What I'm saying is, I know I'm
personally in bed with Diddy, and you said aggressively. Aggression.
Listen to me. Diddy is a freak.
Hold on, you know about the Biggie files? Yeah,
he's an extra
you know about
freak.
the Biggie
Listen. I'm talking about listen to me. Diddy's
go
a
ahead.
freak.
He stuttered. Excuse me.
He's
stuttering. Tell him. Fill us
Diddy
in, brother.
Freak. There's no way he should be in jail. Who you know get 4 years for buying fine girls? Who you know? Who you know in the world that gets 4 years for
buying?
You the first.
Hold on. Let's see.
Y'all not getting it.
He didn't do this. Somebody else. He just told people get a prostitute. He didn't. It ain't.
Listen, brother. No, y'all not getting what Diddy did. Y'all not getting what Diddy did. Anytime you make a corporate power move with America and it rearranges the structure, we got an issue, especially if you black.
No.
We know that. We know there's a big thing behind it.
I'm talking black and
listen,
white
bro.
right
What
now.
Diddy did was he just incorporated the Booty for Benefits program.
But no, listen though.
Simple white.
Listen, I'm just talking black and white. I'm not talking about the conspiracy side of it. Listen. I'm just talking about what he just said. Who gets 4 years for paying for? That's supposed to be the pimp that's getting the time.
This is what I'm saying. I heard about the pimp getting time. I heard about the girl itself, the person that sells. When since ever did you in life heard of the person that buys it go to jail?
That's been going on for quite some time. So you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from.
Don't say you got popped out for it, Tony. We don't.
No. See, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? It was called pimping and pandering. Right now, they just call it something different. So whether if you're buying it or not, you're still pandering because you're offering money for services,
so,
right?
Tony,
so how's that a federal charge?
It's depending on who you are. Depending on who you are, it can go from, you know what I'm saying, it can go from a simple fine to a federal charge, depending on how much trouble you give people.
Tony, have you ever got caught in a prostitution sting asking for a friend, which is Quay?
No.
Okay.
I ain't never been caught in those things, but I've seen, like, okay, so I was telling everybody else, like, I know a handful, I know some pimps, I know prostitutes, I know call girls. Hell, my first fiance that I was going to get married to was the call girl, so that should tell you something.
I didn't mean on the pimping side. I meant on the
No, I ain't talking about that.
He said his first fiance he was going to get married to was a call girl. Fill us in,
Yeah,
brother.
my first fiance I was going to get married to was a call girl. And so I met a lot of people along the way, man. You know what I'm saying? Survival of the fittest. If you haven't learned how to survive with the bare minimum, I don't know what to say.
In the lick, bro.
Huh?
Ain't turned him into a housewife.
I said, what happened? You gave her some flowers or something and caught her hitting the lick?
No. We got engaged for 24 hours and I ended up leaving, coming back, and when I came back, she was with one of my homeboys from the hood.
Can I say something?
24 hours to the time.
Can I say something? Donald Trump. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Sure
Donald Trump, pastor, whatever he is, got caught with touching little girls.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him 6 months in prison and rest on probation.
Yo,
This
what
man,
happened with Diddy? Look,
this
bro.
man
Look,
get
crazy.
convicted of buying, and they won't even give him $1 million bail.
Yo, listen, first and foremost, right? Nobody ever gets to get it right in your sentencing minutes to win for your appeal. I mean, we all got it across the internet right now, the win for his appeal. What happened with Diddy is history in the making, bro. First and foremost, the judge clearly said during the sentencing, even though the jury said A, B, C, and D, we don't know what they were thinking. And I was in the trial too. That's one. Two, he said, the defense asked, how can I sentence him for crimes that he was acquitted of? And he said, well, there are enhancements here. And he still used the same crimes that he was committed of. That's two. Three, when the judge said clearly to them, I'm gonna sentence you to enhancements, and for the fact that the threats, everything that we assume that you did, I'm gonna assume is valid because you are powerful. What's crazy is it's still gonna take about the same amount of time, unless Trump just overthrows it. It's gonna take about the same amount of time to put in all that paperwork and then drop the habeas corpus. Is he going to do if he takes the sentence and does all of the programs and, you know, get the reductions, qualify for certain programs and get the step down? 10, 12 months at the max, he'll be on the street. Either way, that's the twisted way about the system, brother. So the way they did it was, even without getting a conviction, we still have a ripple in the major pond. You know what I mean? Sometimes it ain't about you know, incarceration or punishment. That's what we watching. They trying to pull the rug from up under them. There will be no more bad boy entity. There will be no more. They trying to tie up funds, bro.
All that be good, but I'm starting a podcast next week called Free Diddy.
Hey, yo. Can I be a guest? Can I be a guest?
Craziness.
Hey, JB.
Yeah.
Do the audience a favor, man. Tell people how they can find you, man. Drop them links down there.
Yeah, I really ain't got no links to drop, man. I'm on Facebook, man. That's it, man. I'm a very private person, man. I'm still a very private person, man. You know, because I don't do it for show. I do it for cause. You know.
Yeah.
I do it because I see kids out there. I talk to them because, you know what I'm saying. I'm a very private person, man. Always has been, you know.
Can we big screen them, man? And yo, JB, I need the drop for us, man. I need you to tell us your name, where you from, and a shout out to the Connectwork, brother.
Okay, no problem, man. Yeah, my name's JB, Brooklyn, New York. Right now in the 518. Connectwork. Great podcast, man. Check him out, man. Especially this guy, Quaalude. He might be a little crazy, but he got some common sense.
Be smart sometimes. Be smart sometimes.
Yeah, he got some common sense to him, man.
Yeah, man.
Yo, we appreciate you pulling up, JB. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
man.
Definitely
It was cool, man. It was cool, man. I like the debate with the other guy, man. I like the debate. You know.
Yeah, that's Uncle Beats, man. Yo, y'all got a real live Chicago, New York. That's funny, man.
We might have to start our own podcast, man. Chicago to New York, man. Who's better?
I was just thinking about that. I said, man, this dude is a good talker, man.
Tony, put this on the screen, Tony.
You might have just connected. The Connectwork might have just connected something.
I was just saying this guy is a good talker for real. I was just saying that when my phone was cooling down.
I can always debate somebody about New York.
I see. Hey, do you know my boy? Do you know Sonny Gibbs, a drummer Bentley?
Sonny Gibbs that drives a Bentley.
Sonny Gibbs, a drummer Bentley.
I don't know, nah.
Yeah, them my guys from New York. I mess with
you know, Brooklyn bigger than a lot of people's states.
That's why I said we got sides of town. Y'all got sides of y'all railroads, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
How do they do that? Do they say like different sides of it? Like how do they do that? Or it's just the parts?
Well, Brooklyn got different departments itself. They got East New York, they got Red Hook, Bushwick, Flatbush. You know, it got its own.
I'm saying though, like, is that a side of Brooklyn, or y'all just
Brooklyn has its own neighborhoods.
No, I'm saying, like, is it a north side, south side? Like,
it's an East New. That's what I'm trying to say to you. It's an East New York.
So the whole thing just East New York though, but y'all don't call it like the south side of Brooklyn.
No, the whole thing is Brooklyn. But it's got East New York, it got Flatbush. So you got the north side, you got the south side, you got the west side, and New York don't have that. Brooklyn don't have that. They got the East New York, they got Bushwick, they got Flatbush, they got Red Hook, they got
neighborhoods.
West Side. Yeah, you got neighborhoods.
Right.
They don't go by size.
Longfield, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's big. Yeah, you'll take an hour driving through Brooklyn with no problem. How long it take to drive to Brooklyn?
Probably about 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
If we want to go through the whole thing.
I got cut off when we was asking Tony, did he ever get busted in a prostitution sting? What did he say?
He's it. There you go. He about to answer that for you. He's gonna answer that for you.
Asking for Quaalude.
No, I said no. No, man, we got to be talking about some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's all good though.
Show the paperwork. How many times you gonna got locked up with a lot lizard? Show the paperwork.
I ain't never been locked up with a lot lizard. That's a whole new jail right there. That ain't for.
What's a lot lizard? I only did 6. So I don't know.
A lot lizards?
Yeah, what's that?
The chicks,
my God.
The booty for benefits program that's at the truck stops. The ones that be running down the parking lot.
Oh yeah, see, I don't know about none of that either, man.
Yeah. They usually be around the ice box. Look for the ice box in any one of them trucking areas, and that's where the lot lizards is at.
JB say he's trying to stay in the podcast world with you. You're going to get him in trouble. You keep talking about this stuff. Go to something else, man. Okay? You're going to get it. You're going to set it down before it gets started, man. If you keep
I did share this to my Facebook, man. So I got to say, you got to stay positive for the people that's watching, because I got a lot of positive people, man.
You got to
stay
all
positive here, brother.
Now when you talking about lock, now you talking about going find some lock lizards or whatever you talking about.
Look, you see what he did? He gonna blame me and jump off.
Yeah,
right? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the one who started this. I did not do it.
That's what he do.
Yeah, that's because Tony deflecting. He keep avoiding the damn question.
I didn't deflect whatsoever. I answered the question. I said no.
He said no.
He didn't deflect. Explanation. I've never done.
But wait a minute, Tony. So you said
he ain't get locked up.
You said Diddy should be arrested for going to prison for buying?
No, I said
he was just explaining why he got arrested.
Yeah, I was explaining like the only thing that they did today when they charged him, instead of charging him with pimping and pandering, because anytime that you have a female or a male that you're either, you know what I'm saying, getting money from or giving money to, and you're the main person that they give that's doing the transaction, that's pimping and pandering. That's enslavement.
Let's not forget.
How
Tony.
you know? How you know the specifics?
Let's not forget, Tony.
Well, I've been around the block a couple times. That's enslavement. It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Was a showgirl. You gonna ask him how you know the Pacifics? He told you why you know the Pacifics. His ex-fiance was a showgirl.
There you go. So you know what I'm saying? That makes him like any sort of relationship with that puts that man as the main main person.
He was teaching. She taught him.
See, technically, Tony was telling the truth because he didn't get locked up. But technically, he lied when Uncle B said, did he get caught in the raid? See, Tony just caught a ticket.
Nope.
You know
I never got caught in the raid. I've never been caught in the raid. I've never had anything like that.
I asked the question, but out of the respect for JB's positive people, we're going to stop talking about if you got a fine. Instead of
well, I'll tell you, hey, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Oh, hey man, look,
man, it's Quaalude.
It is Quay, man. Quay be doing this stuff, man. And then he got all of us over here trying to get out of it.
Hey,
Right?
How
you gonna come and drop the bomb and leave?
Uncle Beats flat out lied to you when you really gonna accept that. I was
How you
sitting
think
here
his
with
eyes look when she pulled out that badge and said, "Not so fast, buddy"? You think his eyes
like
look?
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Yo, Quaalude, what you trying to say? The showgirl had a badge?
Yo, he said
the showgirl had a badge.
That's what he did. Tony put his hand on the window and said, "Man, I really loved you."
Hey, but okay, I was trying to leave it alone, but y'all won't stop. Sorry, positive people.
Hey, I hope they
you
laughing.
knew how she got down when you was finna marry her?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I met her,
But why did you get mad if she was messing with somebody when you came back? Maybe she was at work. Maybe she was on the clock.
At some point is okay. So when that had happened, I was on my transition out of everything, right? You know what I'm saying? So although she and I have history, you know what I'm saying? If she can't let go of the lifestyle and I'm trying to let go of the lifestyle, well, I can't have you with me because I
so
don't.
She had told you she was done working.
Oh, you got jealous.
Well, we had talked about it. No, I wasn't jealous at all.
You got jealous.
That's the one thing about it. Like, I would rather leave you. I would rather leave you and let you do what you do in order for me to go do what I need to do. That just means that, hey,
she tell you like, hey, you know.
Well, she told you what she was doing.
Yeah, well, we accepted it. We accepted it, but when we had to talk,
this happened before.
Yeah, no, when we had to talk, right, she was pregnant. When we had to talk, she was pregnant. So I was like, look, we're leaving all of this alone.
By who?
By me.
What?
She was
she was a showgirl and she was pregnant?
Yeah.
Nah. I'm not having nobody that's a showgirl being pregnant to about me.
Well, again, different strokes for different folks. I was with her, right? You know what I'm saying? I was gang banging. How can I fault you for what you do when I'm out here doing this?
She was gang banging in a different type of way, though.
Yeah, look, man, a hustle look, man, we all know, like, when you come from the streets, right? A hustle is a hustle, depending on where you're from.
Absolutely.
Most females that I know, I respect them when they go out there and they go, look, I'm not about to go get a job, but I got something of a commodity that I can go out here and make money with. All they need is a little guidance and, you know what I'm saying, direction. That's it. You know what I'm saying? After that, it's survival.
Now you came to the other side.
But see, that's what they need, though, right? You know what I'm saying? They just need some guidance and direction, right? You know what I'm saying? But then it's a survival thing. You got some females out there back when I was doing it, back when I was out there
doing it.
You know what
so you was.
But they was surviving because that's all they knew. Most of them had been messed up since children, you know, since they was little girls, and they figured, hey, you know what? If this is what you want, I might as well get some money from it anyway. So it was just a way of doing it, right? You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this.
Prostitution is the oldest profession in the world, man.
There you go,
this, Tony. This is just only a question.
Yeah, only a question. Go ahead.
It's not fact, but I've had stuff like this on my desk before, and in those situations on my desk, not yours, normally the guys find a fun girl, right? And one of the guys kind of falls in love with the fun girl and gets her pregnant and think that's their girlfriend now and even be engaged to her. Then they find out that the guys are still having fun with her. That wasn't what happened with you, was it?
No.
You didn't fall in love with the...
it was a long story. It was a long story, man.
Well, that ain't what happened with you, but I got to ask one more question. Quay, is he telling the truth?
Quay don't know.
I don't even think Quay was fully listening.
No, that was his bottom.
He fell in love. No, mine was different. Mine was different, right? So we had met a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I was messing around with a few women out there. You know what I'm saying? They was just hood rats and things. She and I went out and kicked it one time, figured out that we had a thing for each other, and was messing around. That's it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that you was a trick, and then you fell in love with her.
Just messing around. She had the things that she was doing. I was out there gang banging. So you know what I'm saying. Either which way it goes, it was like she was just another notch in the belt, right? You know what I'm saying. And just Came to find out that we had a little thing for each other. But I'm not going to stop you from doing what you do as long as you don't interfere in doing what I need to do. Right? You know what I'm saying? You do you. When we get together, we get together. And and when the time came, it was like I'm on a different direction now. You're going this way, I'm going that way. So, you know what I'm saying? You go ahead and keep with that.
Did you stop talking to your friend?
I stopped talking to everybody.
When I
left everything, when I left everything, I did not look back. I left. I literally when they were like, look, you can leave, but you can never come back here. I said, bet. And instead of running and asking for help, I went out there, and for the next 2.5 years after that, I was homeless. But I refused to go back to where I was. I refused to go back to the streets.
Let's get back to the P. Diddy case, because
it boils down to that.
Right
P. Diddy case messed it up for everybody. Now I can't go buy nothing. Now I'm scared to go buy me a little something. Thinking I'm gonna catch a federal case.
Actually, what had happened was Tony was smashing out. It's not called tricking when Tony like, man, I see shorty, I gonna give her $30, $40. That ain't tricking. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
see,
man,
Tony come from a long line.
Man.
Tony come from a long line. Yo, you remember the OG with the change in the pocket?
Tony, man.
He loved messing with me, right? Because his toes was crooked. Look, Quaalude's toes look like a cricket pitcher's foot. You know what I'm saying?
He had to Google a joke about you. You see what you did? He had Chat GPT. What's a good joke to say on Quaalude? Did that make your day? Did that make your day? You sending this man a Chat GPT to say jokes about you.
Listen, see, the thing is, man, listen here. We here for Tony because we understand. See, Tony blew it up so bad. He been in the Booty for Benefits program so long that Tony brought up a topic the other day and just knew we was all going to be embracing to it. And it said, so how y'all feel about, he said, how y'all feel about not just the topic, but how y'all feel about the upgrade? That's the key word, the upgrade on the new AI fuck robots. Oh, excuse my language.
Respectable
we
people,
said,
man. Positive
we
people.
said, what? Man, how you even know they exist?
That is not what I said. That is not what I said. I did not. I did not say nothing like that at all.
It ain't like
but
that.
In order for you to know about the upgrade, do you know about the regular version?
What did you answer? Is really what we need to know.
The question was because I was doing a segment, right? And part of the things that I do, I'm highly educated, especially in the grief world, right? You know what I'm saying? Because people are looking for companions that are safe for them. So my question was, what do you guys think about the AI Android, companion robots that they have coming out now? Because people, you got people that's not going to be with it, but you got people who have been damaged so much. Right,
the Android version cheaper the Android version cheaper than the Mac version. That's why you promote that one.
I don't know.
Hold on. They got an Android prostitute coming out.
Yeah, no, they have.
What?
They made. I know they working on that. They working on that.
I'm done. I'm done.
They use the old iPhone and the new the C port.
Man, look, they're doing whatever it is that they do. That's
what. Turn your phone on. See pop up.
He's in the know-how.
On another note, this proves what JB. All joking aside, this proves what JB was talking about earlier. They're making everything just straight to the phone or the computer now.
Yeah,
even if you want a woman, you can just get a robot.
It's a
change in the world, man.
No. Yo, look at this, Uncle Beats. The beautiful thing about it is not only if you want to, if you're interested in a robot, but go on and hit that link and subscribe and share and contact Tony, and you'll get a discount on the upgrade.
Hit that
link,
sir. Subscribe and share anyway.
See, sometimes it's a little bit too much. Sometimes it's just a little bit too much.
And the Diddy case let you know you can't buy none no more because you're gonna get a federal charge. That could scare me away. I can't go buy none for. I can't go spend $100.
The Diddy case ain't nothing but an evolution of slavery. They still letting us know they control everything. Here's a man with all this money, and he's got to sit in jail and go through this. it ain't no way. His lawyers, much as he paid them, they're not even good lawyers. I done had lawyers that almost got a contempt of court when the judge is just doing something that he ain't got no business doing. He's telling, we're going to file an appeal. You can't do that. His lawyers let this man sit and sentence him off a crime he was acquitted for already. They should have been saying, what are you talking about? You might as well charge him with killing John F. Kennedy too and put that on the guy. So it's just, to me, when these black dudes get that money and get up there, it's always something. Bill Cosby.
You got that light on you, man. You black, you got the super light on you.
Yeah.
Even Will Smith, they act like he's so wrong for smacking this dude. Why? Not if he would have smacked him at the Source Awards, it wouldn't even been news. Nope. But you did this at the white folks event. So now we gotta spank you. So to me, slavery is still here. It's just evolved. Cause like very rare have any, I don't think none of y'all can say y'all been riding through a white neighborhood and y'all saw 5 black police with a white guy on the ground. It just don't happen. But now reverse the role. You're gonna always see a bunch of white police with a black guy doing the hokey pokey and all type of stuff, tell him do this, do that. To me, that's just still slavery. It's just evolved like the rest of this stuff. You can order a woman off the internet, a robot now. Everything just evolving. But how much do they cost, Tony? Because I might give me one because I'm sick of her.
Well, I don't know. It was just I don't know. I thought it was just an interesting topic, right? Because I was just like, man, I don't know. Do your research, man. I just thought it was an interesting topic because I see a lot of people gravitating. You know what I'm saying? And I see the different questions that are being asked. So I just thought it was.
I'm really asking for Quay though, man. He really want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might want to know too.
I ain't mess with y'all.
Hey, you bought the right dude with this one, man. He got to come on Hood Hierarchy, man. I love this dude already, man. But again, that's that winning mentality. See, people like y'all get to hold a trophy for the ones that didn't make it, because so many people didn't get to raise their kids and give them a better life. I have to be telling my homies all the time that they made it out. I'm like, fool, look at your kids. They can't imagine the life that you live. Like, you should be happy. Yeah. Like, you should be proud of yourself for what you did for your kids. They think you a joke. They think you done been in jail for murder, and they think you a joke. It's just like, so that's really the win, man.
I really enjoy it when I watch my son, how he is with his child. Because, we didn't have no father. My father didn't have no father. Everybody, they started taking the fathers out of the homes in the 60s and all that. Tell them you can't get food stamps, you can't get welfare if you got a father home. So the father would leave out the house. They started breaking the black family up. But if by me watching my son be the father he is, that's what touching me, man.
You broke the cycle, because on the real, I was just saying this yesterday. My father is 75 years old, and he still cracks little jokes about his dad not being there. But I'm like, man, you really are still hurt by this, and you're 75 years old, so that affects you. People can say it don't, but the parenting definitely affects you.
Yeah, So I love watching. I love watching the young kids that being fathers and mothers to their kids. I think the next generation is going to be okay. I think that we screwed up this one middle generation right after us. That generation that it was all leaned out and perked out and all kinds of shit. But I really strongly believe that next generation, because if you look in the past, it's always that. One generation bad, good generation. Bad, good generation. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think this next generation is going to shape the future.
Yeah.
I'm
hoping,
Yeah. He who called me a hype in the younger generation. If I ever sold your mama a bag or somebody bought something for me and sold it to them, it was drywall. So don't be mad at me.
Holy shit. And people that listening to my stuff, I don't know what he's talking about.
Those positive people on JB's, Folks, just don't listen to me.
He just got out the psych ward, and we
Right,
try to calm him down a little bit. We try to.
I'm waiting on my tape.
He waiting for the. He's in the med line. He's waiting for the meds to come, man.
Right, that's right. So you positive, outstanding citizens in upstate New York and everywhere else. Salute to y'all.
Salute. Hey, as we wrap this up, man, anybody want to leave the audience with something, man?
I want to say one thing again. Remember what I said. The code of the streets is only for the person that's giving you these codes. They're not for you.
That's right.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, Tony, we're gonna look up if you got a fine for
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Hey man, salute to everybody. I love the Connectwork. Check out Hood Hierarchy. We finna get JB rolling too, man. JB gonna have to start popping in on these podcasts at minimum if he don't.
Yeah. Quick, give you my information, man.
Man, we finna rock it, man. Salute everybody. Check us out. Thanks to everybody for the support. 11 million views on Facebook, baby. We love y'all.
Yeah.
Salute.
All right.
Yo, you know, I always gotta make it positive, man. Look, man, Tony is our glue. You know what I'm saying? That's Uncle Tony. You know, I always get on his last nerve because I'm the dusty mosquito. That's just what it is. Guess what, JB? You know me in real life. At least you know this much. This ain't no act. I'll do it to you in real life, right next to you.
Absolutely not.
But yo, man, the Connectwork is all about, man, just bringing accomplished and positive, educated, and ambitious individuals to one table, man. You know what I mean? We all been there, done that, but man, listen, ain't nobody been over that moon yet to that level of success that we all trying to go, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't even say it how IKS said, man. He got the mean slogan, so I'm gonna pass it on to my brother IKS, man. Appreciate all y'all for pulling up with the Connectwork, man.
Yep, man. Y'all already know it's the Connectwork, where connections bring about real collaborations, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, share, subscribe. Shout out to Hood Hierarchy. Y'all tune into that Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Jazzy Talk. Got Tony right there with Grief Man's talk, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in, man. Appreciate y'all vibing out with us.
When is I think Tony coming up on the Hood Hierarchy show soon?
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen, man.
Thursday.
Is that Thursday? All right.
So y'all tap in, y'all get ready for that, man. Tony Lynch on the Hood Hierarchy. You know what I mean?
You gotta send me that information so I can tap into that, man. Watch that, man.
Yeah, man, most definitely, man. Hang out, because I want to get some information from you too. You know what I'm saying? As far as getting some information, getting these files and stuff to you. And you guys already know this is Tony Lynch, and you know what I'm saying, we're gonna close out this episode of the Connectwork, man, and we're gonna see you guys Thursday. Love. Peace.
Tune in to the Connectwork with IKS Tony Lynch.